Peace and prosperity to all living beings within range of my divine voice. It is I, Ptah. We are here yet again in nature, hugging one of our favorite trees. I probably have filmed more episodes with this area, these trees, than anywhere else. It is one of my favorites. Hey, Moolah, peace and prosperity to you. Hey, Jay Britt, peace and prosperity to you. Welcome, both of you, to the Ground and Daily Show. I am your host, Ptah. And we are here doing exactly what you see. We are hugging the trees and elevating our energy. Pun intended. Shout out to my beautiful, wonderful moderator, Elevate. And since Ellie came in, we're going to get a big hug of this tree for Ellie, our beautiful moderator who is always lifting people up, always congratulating those. Like, you're such an awesome person to have in our lives. I hope you know that. That's why we all love you, because you're so awesome. Peace and prosperity to you, Marilyn. And I missed the person right before that just came in. Thank you so much for being here. But we all love you and appreciate your energy. Welcome back. We are here again in nature. We just getting started. I haven't even shared the live out yet. I'm getting my hugs in now, and we got our shoes off. Well, I feel a sneeze coming. Excuse me, y'all. Well, it's true, Ellie. Thankfully, it's so true. Someone put this stick up here at the top of this tree. Next level, mom. Peace and prosperity to you. Thank you so much for being here. Hey, Ro. Peace and prosperity to you. Thank you so much for being here. We love you. We appreciate your beautiful energy. Thank you so much for coming in. I know you said you was coming back at 9. I am happy to see you. This tree is happy to see you. Hey, Jay Renee. Hey, Jay Renee. Peace and prosperity to you. I don't know if you got a chance to see Venom's response. Oh, I caught him. And I'm gonna be honest, we're actually gonna be talking about that just a little bit in this episode tonight. For those who are new here, this is the Ground and Daily Show, and we take loving downloads from nature on how we can better love ourselves, lift ourselves up. I'm happy you did. I'm happy you did. We find in nature examples of how to use our energy for good, and this loving energy that ties us all together. And the self love inside of each of us is what powers it. Now, if we are using self love to accomplish our goals, our dreams, we can't just love a piece of us. We can't just love a portion of us. We have to love the whole pie. We have to love the whole self. Good and bad, light and dark, Ptah and Venom. You gonna like how I did this one. I appreciate everyone coming in, tapping the screen, getting your daily heart me's. I kind of want to, matter of fact, I'm going to just take a few seconds and I'm going to send out some shares to some other beautiful people who may want to join us tonight. I don't be wanting to overload y'all DMs with my invitations, and it's like Saturday is 2 days. I mean, it's 2 invitations, But I feel like some people are going to want to hear this, and of course, this replay always goes up on our YouTube. But there's some people that might want to be here now. I want to make sure I invite everyone, give them that opportunity to come and tap into this love and energy, because tonight we're talking about using all of our energy, all of ourselves. Thank you so much, Ro, for your daily heart. Me, we love you. We appreciate you. We're talking about using all of our energy, all of ourselves, all the things we love about ourselves, all the things we don't love about ourselves. We're using all of it for our highest good. Hey, blessed, peace and prosperity to you. Morale, Luz Moralba, thank you so much for coming in. Peace and prosperity to you. See, the perfect example that I've been using lately, simply because um, he's he's someone who's still available to both the newer generation and the older generations, that talks about using his quote unquote venom or ego towards his goals, how he's able to use his light and his quote unquote dark side toward his goals. Hey, Intense, peace and prosperity to you. Was one of my favorite basketball players of all time, Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bean Bryant named his, instead of Venom, he called it the Black Mamba. Thank you so much for coming through, Wendy. We love you. It's so good to see you, Wendy. You'll want to catch this one on YouTube later if you miss out. I promise you, this is going to be good. Kobe Bean Bryant used his Venom energy, aka the Black Mamba. Hey, Sarah. When he was on that basketball court, he found a way in his most professional life to take that energy and apply it in a not a passive way, an aggressive way, but a positive way. And that positivity that came from everything he was going through in life, everything he went through as a child, everything that he couldn't say out loud or felt like he couldn't do or say out loud, all these things, all this energy, he harnessed it in a positive way. He harnessed it in the gym, he harnessed it on the court, and it turned out to be 5 championships and legendary status. Legendary status. We're not just talking about Hall of Famer. We're talking about someone who will be known in the basketball world forever. Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate the gifts. Intense, I appreciate the gifts. I love you both. We want to use Venom the same way he uses Black Mamba. For those who know, that's what I name my ego. You'll see some videos of him popping in and out, and it's an understanding that this is a part of my own energy. But it's the shadow side of things. Y'all see the love and the light right here. We all have to have balance and duality. Hey, loyal, peace and prosperity to you. We all have to have balance and duality. And so every once in a while, I have to let that dark side out. I'm always transparent, right? Queen of the jungle, peace and prosperity to you. I'm always transparent. I'm always leading by example. I'm out here in nature, exposed, showing all the love I have to the world. I'm not only going to show you just one half. I have to tap into both sides in order to achieve greatness. I have to tap into the venom and Ptah energy in order to amplify my works. Because otherwise, I'm working with one hand tied behind my back. Thank you so much. Go, good to see you. So good to see you. Otherwise, I'm working with one hand tied behind my back. Kisi, peace and prosperity to you. Thank you so much for being here. What sense does it make to not have all of you on board, to not love all yourself, and then try to go and give to the world your art, give to the world whatever it is you're meant to do or produce? Jen Ray, peace and prosperity to you. Ro, I see you tapping the live. I appreciate it. Ellie, I see you tapping the live. Sarah, I see you tapping the live. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. 3,000 likes already. That's amazing. Because just because I cleanse my energy of negativity doesn't mean it goes away. We have to use both to create. The positive and the negative is what's used to create. You need both. And to understand that and to love yourself through all the things that you don't like is what empowers you the most. To love and accept yourself for everything you are and everything you can be, it powers you up the most, because then nothing can stop you. Greatness, as he used to say it. I have a post. I'm going to make sure I put it back up on my story and repost it. But he said it himself. He said, I demanded greatness from you because I demanded greatness from myself. I'm going to say that again. That's from Kobe. I demanded greatness from you because I demand greatness of myself. Hey, Deja, peace and prosperity to you. Let's be honest. We're doing that right now already. We are already in that energy. Angelica, my beautiful moderator, thank you so much for being here. We are already in that energy because you know when you come into this live, for anyone who's ever been here before, for Deja, who was just here earlier loving on us, for Miko, who was just here earlier loving on us, anyone who comes into this room, you can feel it when you walk in. I demand love as a response because I love myself. I'm going to treat you with love because I love myself. That understanding and respect because of what I give myself, you're going to get that here. That appreciation of self, you're going to get that here. I have to use everything to get that championship status. I have to use everything to achieve that greatness. So I'm not going to hide my ego from the world. And I'm able, because of my acknowledgement, because of my hard work, I'm able to find ways to incorporate that energy in a positive way and effect. I used competition as my example in my previous post that I just made before I got on here. Hey, Jay Purdy. And that's because my wonderful friend, Jay Renee, we love you, Jay Renee. She mentioned weeks ago that she was going to be going into a cleanse, and we was all for it. We jumped on board. We jumped on board. We were proud of it. We've cleansed before. So good to see you, Miko. 1900 Mama, we love you. Thank you for being here. Jay Purdy, thank you so much for being here. We jumped on board. This is a positive person providing positive energy, inspiration. We love that. And we thanks Jay Renee for that. We got into it. We went real strong our first 3 days. Had some things happen that was ex, exterior of our inside that we allowed to affect us inside. Lowered our frequency a little bit, and then here comes Venom. We love you, Jay Purdy. Thank you so much for coming in at all. We love you. 1900 Mama, thank you so much. Good to see you. Here comes Venom. Soon as my frequency was low. Now, first of all, let's be real. Let's be honest. Venom always wants White Castle. It doesn't matter what's going on, where we are in the world. That's Venom's favorite dish. I love you back. That is Venom's favorite dish. Is White Castle burgers. All right, that's just what it is. So it doesn't matter what opportunity it is. He's going to be locked in on those White Castle burgers. He's going to be locked in on competition. He's going to be locked in on anything where he get to get antsy. When he gets to feed the hunger, the sadness, the depression, the anxiety, anything he can get negative into and enjoy, he gonna get into it. That's how it works. So when Jay Renee made the beautiful remark, we know that she wasn't trying to trigger. We already know her. But we allow ourselves in this frequency to not run away from our egos, but tap into it. And it's like, hold on, ego. Do you feel some type of way about that statement? Now, obviously, it's not going to be anything that she did, right? So it's all about you. Why do you feel some type of way about someone else saying something, right? Now, in my specific case with my ego, I was a little disappointed in myself that I had broke my fast. I like setting goals. I like reaching those goals. I was a little disappointed. That energy plus some other energies put me in a mindset where it's like, no, I can do better than this. I don't have to give up. I've done this before. 8 days is nothing. 7 days is nothing. I can go a whole 7 days of no food, no water. Just hyping myself up. Coming from a place of competition, coming from a place of love for self, and you're in a way pushing yourself over to say, man, you can do better. You've done better. Don't be a baby about it. Come on. That's how we use our ego. We align it to that energy. Now, my personal result is not going to be, as I mentioned in my video, for those who see it, I'm not going to do a whole 7 days of no food, no water. Not right now. Maybe later. But what we are going to do is find a medium where I can use that energy, that that propulsion, that combine the negative and the positive together towards something very realistic, but still challenging. See, I have to have it challenging in some way, shape, form, or fashion, or else ego won't be satisfied. The ego aspect of it will not be satisfied with something light in this situation. It wants satisfaction. The light of it recognizes that cleansing is always beautiful for the body. Cleansing, releasing negative energy. I'm also able to recognize that we have a beautiful full moon coming up. Full moons are great for cleansing energy as well. Let's take everything we know. Let's take everything we are, all the good, all the bad, and apply it toward one goal. Align everything within us, all of our knowledge, all of our ability, all of our talent toward one goal and accomplish that amazing goal. That's what happens when you're tapping into yourself. That's what happens when you're not running from your thoughts, running from your fears, running from your worries. It's not going to get better if you run from them. Anything, whatever you thought about when I said that, whatever popped up in your head when I said that, it's not going to go away if you run from it or ignore it. It's not going to go away. That's not how it works. Better to deal with it. Better to understand yourself. Better to gain that bravery and that courage and go into that fire. But don't just go into that fire expecting to get burned. Go into that fire knowing that you belong here, knowing that you deserve to win, knowing that there is prosperity on the other end. And most likely, it's not going to be nowhere near as bad as you said it would be. You made it 3 days is a great accomplishment. You have to give yourself grace. I do. And you've seen me do that before. We all have, right? But there's a focus I want to use here because real life happens. Things are going to happen to lower our frequency sometimes. There's no way around it. Anybody who tells you that your frequency is going to be at a high level all the time, every day, hey, Bolt, peace and prosperity to you, is lying to you. It's lying to you. Hey, that girl, JJ, I want to be careful how I word this because we love the TikTok shop. But one of our favorite quote unquote gurus, and I'm using a piece of his name in his name, one of my favorite gurus, they had all these tabloid pictures of him getting caught outside smoking. And people were upset about it. People were mad about it. I'm like, who cares? He's doing positive, loving things for the whole community, for the whole world every day. So what if he goes and does that? But for some people who are not able to tap in and understand that there's duality and balance, thank you, that girl JJ. We love you. We appreciate you so much for the shares. But those who don't understand that there's appreciation and balance there, they tilt the scales. They tilt the scales for him. They tilt the scales for themselves. That's the key. They're not just tilting the scales for him, saying he's in this frequency, he has to be this, he has to be that. They are tilting it for themselves because whatever they're setting on him, they're setting for themselves. Thank you so much for being here, that girl JJ. Shara, peace and prosperity to you, Shara. So good to see you. We have to use both. We have to have duality. We have to have balance. We have to use all of our energy to achieve all our goals, not just a piece of it. Working with just one part of us is putting our hands tied behind our back. We have to use everything. All these experiences, all these things we've been through, all these things that's stored up in our body, it has and needs attention. There are ways to use that energy, that attention toward a positive outcome. That's the definition of alchemy. It's taking any energy and using that energy to benefit you. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all. 10,000 likes is crazy. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all so much. Everyone who got the daily heart me's and got my goal, I love y'all. Thank you so, so much. I gotta watch it. I almost stepped on the acorn. We are out here grounding. I almost stepped on this one right here. I caught myself just in time. And again, understanding that, yeah, I'm out here grounding. I'm giving loving messages. Hey, Waukesha, peace and prosperity to you. I'm out here grounding. I'm giving loving messages. I'm in nature. I'm always positive. I'm always loving. That's the whole purpose of showing y'all Venom. That's the whole purpose of explaining that energy, because I'm able to now utilize my quote unquote negative side. I'm able to utilize my quote unquote dark side, as people want to say. I'm able to quote unquote use my ego to benefit other people, to benefit other people. That's why you hear that girl JJ. We love you. Hey, Unique, peace and prosperity to you. Thank you so much for being here. Ooh, I stepped on that anthill. I know they mad at me. I love y'all. Sorry, I don't want no smoke, but not with no ants. Not with no ants. We walk over here a little bit. We in nature for real, y'all. Things happen. So we use that energy. Our beautiful friend gave us an alley oop, and we dunked it because we able to take all of this energy, not just a piece of it, but everything about us towards love, towards a positive goal. I want to say your name correctly. Automata, Automatia, peace and prosperity to you. Thank you so much for coming in. I'm sorry I butchered your name. I appreciate you being here. Dorothy, thank you for being here. Everyone tapping the screen, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. We have to use this energy because you have to understand, if you're not using this energy, it doesn't go away. These problems don't go away. That history doesn't go away. Those past traumas don't just go away. What happens is you change who you are and your perception of it. You understand it, you gather it, you accept it. We see it and we hear about it all the time throughout life, from all facets of life. That self love and understanding. A lot of times on television and, of course, the internet, you'll see this presentation where people are only talking about the light, only talking about the happy. That's nonsense. You got to have both. You got to use both. We manifest in the rain. We love you, Michelle. It's so good to see you. We manifest in the rain. We manifest in the sunshine. We manifest in the snow. We manifest when there's leaves on the ground. We're not going to take a break because of bad things happening. We're going to use that energy towards something productive. We're going to use that energy towards something productive. Some of the best things in art, from music to paintings, was made by someone who was angry, someone who was hurt, someone who was upset, someone who was worried. But they didn't just sit in their worries. Thank you so much, JJ. I appreciate you. They didn't just sit in their worries. They didn't just let it stew. They didn't let it eat them up from the inside out. They found a way to apply that energy towards something productive, towards something beautiful, towards something that represented them. I could think of 100 songs. I'm gonna try to narrow down to like one song that I feel like everybody knows. That's upset. Ooh, I just thought of one. Roberta Flack. Actually, maybe everybody don't know Roberta Flack, but she's a great example of what I'm talking about, because one of her songs is one of the saddest songs you ever hear in your life, but it's beautiful. And although she's been gone for many years, we'll hear that song forever because of the emotion she was able to bottle up into her voice, which is her talent and her superpower. Her voice was her talent, her superpower. She bottled up that energy and burst out that energy into her music. I want to think of someone else, but I'm trying too hard. The point I'm making is we have that option to use our creativity in those ways. But it's you gotta grab a hold of that moment. You gotta grab a hold of that wave. You gotta grab a hold of that opportunity. I immediately recognized this week, which is why you've seen so much venom this week to begin with. For those who follow me and regularly see my posts this week, you saw a lot of venom this week for a reason. It's because my frequency was lower at the start of the week. Rather than run from it, rather than be afraid of it, thank you, Jay Purdy, we see you. Rather than run from my ego, rather than run from the negative energy that I was encountering, that I allowed in my mind and in my heart, rather than letting it sweep under the rug until it's till I trip over it and fall, right? I dealt with it and I found a way to use it toward the common goal, to use it toward my gifts. I presented it to the world and I said, listen, we all go through this. Let me show you as in part of an example. However, in doing that, let me also explain I'm going to use this energy, which started off bad, quote unquote bad, or started off anti productive. I'm going to use this energy that may even come off destructive toward producing and creation. I'm going to find a way within myself, within my talents, to take this energy and use it towards something productive, something beneficial to not just myself, but others. It comes from an authentic place because I'm the designer and the creator, and I'm doing it in a way that represents who I am and my actual circumstances. Then I present that love and information to y'all, and we get loving responses. Hey, Jay Purdy. And the reason why is because it's authentic. Nakia, peace and prosperity to you. It's authentic, it's real. If it's authentic and real to you, that means you can do it too. You probably do it already, especially for those who are here. Yes, there are millions of people who will see this on YouTube, and we want them to understand and learn these lessons as well. But for most of us here, I'm sure we use that energy all the time in whatever way, shape, form, or fashion we can or have to. Sometimes that anger can be an extra push that we need. For all the mothers out there, I'm sure you know exactly what I mean when I say that. Cause y'all, y'all may be happy to be moms, but y'all wasn't happy during that push. And ain't not nan mother in here gonna tell me you were smiling during your push. You a lie, and I'm gonna call you a lie right here on this live. There's a bit of negative energy. There's a bit of I don't know if I can use this word because I don't want to make TikTok upset, but there's a bit of almost violence when it comes to certain things in creation because it's that extra energy. It's that extra energy that pushes you through. We look at the butterfly or moth when they come out of their cocoon. That's a violent fight for their life to burst out of that cocoon. Soraya, peace and prosperity to you. That is a violent fight for them to burst out of that cocoon. If they stay in, that's funny, Ellie. If they stay in that cocoon too long, when it's time for transformation, they will be unalive. They have to come out. It is a part of their survival. That's how nature works. Why wouldn't we work the same way? If that's how nature works, why wouldn't we work the same way? Of course, we work the same way. We're not detached from nature. We're not detached from nature, love, its lessons. We share in all that energy, right? And it's a part of us, and it's beautiful when used correctly. Now, that's the whole point in us talking about it. Epidural works wonders. I'm sorry, Michelle. Oh, shout out to the mothers, the beautiful portals that bring life into this beautiful world. Would none of us be here without you? Whether you came out of an egg or you came out of a body, would none of us be here without you? So I'm using these real time examples and I'm using myself as an example because this is something we need to use toward our manifestations. This is something we need to use toward our gifts, toward receiving this abundance that we should all be preparing ourselves for. When this bag falls from the sky, you need both hands to catch it. If you got one hand tied behind your back because you don't love yourself, thank you, Michelle. If you got one hand tied behind your back because you don't love yourself, if you got one hand tied behind your back because you won't accept something about yourself, because you don't want to deal with the problems that you faced, because you don't want to deal with your anger, you don't want to deal with your emotions, you just want to sweep it under the rug and keep going. You try to catch that abundance, it's going to fall right through that one arm. It's too heavy. It's too big of a great thing falling from the sky. Good to see you, bro. Thank you so much for coming in. We're talking about something too big and heavy for it to fall in your lap and you not have both hands ready to catch it. If you are working on anything amazing and beautiful and you're not tapping into your shadow work, you're not tapping into yourself, your whole self, and applying everything about you as best you can towards that goal, you are working with one hand tied behind your back. You are trying to manifest and achieve greatness, and greatness takes everything. There's no ifs, ands, or buts to the word. Just like I say unconditional love, and there's no ifs, ands, or buts to unconditional love, there's no ifs, ands, or buts to everything. It takes everything for greatness. Achieve greatness by tapping into your energy, tap into your Black Mamba energy, tap into your Venom energy, and use it in a prosperous way. Don't ignore it and let it run wild and it take over. Apply that energy, deal with those emotions, and find a way to hype yourself up to accomplish the goals that's necessary. You're making it easy on yourself, making it a lot easier on yourself. I love y'all. Thank you so much for coming out. We are gonna be closing out. Wait, let me see if the TikTok trick worked. I'm going away, TikTok. We're signing out now. Let's see if the live jump again like it did last time. Oh no, they on to me. They on to me. But I wanted to talk about that because again, we don't waste any energy. We don't waste any energy. We use everything we can, everything we receive. Everybody successful is going to tell you the same thing. We hear the stories all the time. Well, such and such hated on me and it pushed me to go further. Well, everybody was doubting me and it pushed me to go further. All this energy is harnessed and used to manifest better. It's used to manifest something great. Don't let any Don't let any energy go to waste, y'all. Hey Monica, peace and prosperity to you. We'll be talking more about this tomorrow. Again, we'll be live twice tomorrow. I'm gonna go through the details of what my upcoming full moon fast will be. Got a little bit of a download about it earlier, a little bit of completion to that now. We're gonna probably do 3 days, and I gotta modify how extreme we want to do those 3 days. But the 3 days leading into the full moon, we're gonna take advantage of that energy. We're gonna let our Venom get its revenge for being called a baby and hype him up, and we're gonna let our light enjoy the benefits of a cleansed body. We're gonna use both sides of the energy toward a beautiful goal that benefits not only myself, but everyone else. We'll be explaining how it benefits everyone else tomorrow. We got 2 episodes tomorrow, Sunday. Hey, Daily, peace and prosperity to you. 2 episodes tomorrow, 5 and 9. We'll be back for those. Thank you, everyone, for coming in. Everyone tapping the screen. 16,000 likes is crazy. All the heart me's, all the gifts. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all so much. I will make sure to get these uploaded on YouTube as soon as possible. And of course, all the previous episodes, except for the one earlier from today, are loaded up right now on my YouTube page. Follow there for all my previous episodes of this beautiful grounding daily experience. And I love you all. I appreciate everyone for coming out tonight. Peace and prosperity.